Hi everyone. Thank you for watching this video. I've been really excited to make this and share it with everyone here. I was very excited to see that we had our final project to go to a cultural event, because a personal disclosure is that I love going to different cultural events. I live in Philadelphia, and so it's one of the best things about my region, in my opinion, is the diverse cultures that are here. And so I like to go to festivals and different restaurants and gatherings where I can hear concerts, where I can hear and expose myself to different cultures. So ordinarily I would go with a friend or my daughter, but for this I went by myself because it was an assignment and I wanted to not have any distractions. And so the festival was hosted by a Buddhist temple in the far northeast section of Philadelphia, which is not too far from where I live. It was about 25 minutes. And what's interesting, the northeast section of Philadelphia, it's kind of, if you know Queens, New York, where it's like this incredibly diverse population. That's kind of how northeast Philadelphia is. But I did not know about the community center from Thailand. I don't know about a lot of the cultures that are there. I try, but I would like to know it more. But this event was kind of in this unsuspecting place. It was behind there was just busy roads and strip malls. And then I turned down this one side road and went down a long driveway. And then I heard the music from Thailand. And I followed the music and went through the main entrance and was shocked to see this kind of oasis of a park, a pretty large park. And it was kind of like this bamboo forest with this open area where the parameter of the park was all filled with different vendors from Thailand, with different foods and clothes and I guess like souvenir sort of things that you would buy if you were traveling in Thailand. There was also a stage I saw dancers there, and it looked like they were also fundraising for their temple, which was, I also think it's a community center, but I can't be sure because I can't read I guess Thai or the native language. But so yes, I think that some of the things that I was surprised to learn about are that when I thought about Thailand, with my exposure is pretty small, it's just Thai food, but Thailand seems to be split up into different regions. And I'll post a slide here in this video so you can see the different regions. And in the different regions of the country, there's different food and different fashion and different music. And so it's different cultures within the country of Thailand. And so that was interesting. Another thing that I was very interested in was the apparent sea of like kind of gender fluidity of the performers that were there, where it was kind of trans, but not really like anything that I've ever seen before. And so over these past weeks, I've done some research on that, and I'll post a link also. But in my research, I found out that there are 18 different genders in Thailand, which is fascinating. And so there's a scale from like most feminine to most masculine. And I was surprised to see, I guess, this on this stage, and also the audience, which was the demographic was all different ages and also all different genders in very vibrant colored clothing, like very happily dancing with like umbrellas, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And then there was monks that were sitting there, and so I actually that led me to my next curiosities, which were because this was kind of put on by a Buddhist monastery, what the take of religion is with like gender and sexuality. And it appears to me through my research, and I'll post a link on this also, but that Buddhism does not have the same like look down upon different genders as some of our religions do, some other religions do. And so that was really great to see, and I think inspiring that it's that Buddhism just accepts the different ways that people can be and also love each other. And another thing that I learned is that Thailand is close to 90% Buddhist. And so it seems like a really unique and interesting place that I would love to go visit. I think that the festival had this kind of very lively and bright and kind of poppy sort of vibe to it. And then next to it, alongside of it, was a more like calm and contemplative vibe. I think we probably can get the images of that brightness of Thailand, but also if we can think about like the Tibetan singing bowls and the meditations and the more, like I said, contemplative, spiritual parts of Buddhism that exist, which makes up the culture of Thailand. And so I thought that was a really interesting duality that to experience at this festival. And I imagine that another interesting duality would be how it would feel for a person from Thailand who is used to having this kind of acceptance and this vibrancy and flamboyance that's normal in Thailand, or the more contemplative, just be what you will, and then to come here and for it not to be quite as of an embracing culture, I think, towards that sort of flamboyance. Although I think that there's work being done to accept people for who they are and who they love. It's a journey and something that we're working on. And so I feel like that would be another interesting like intersection, duality for people who identify as native from Thailand and Americans. And so for that reason, I also am adding one more article, which is from actually a local organization to Philadelphia. And it's just statistics about Thailand and people from Thailand living in America that I thought was very interesting. So if you're interested to learn more, please click on the links. And I guess that's it for now as far as my introduction. And I hope that you enjoy this video. Thank you. to think that this monastery, this temple and community is so close to where I live is just remarkable. There were tables that were covered with these beautiful sculptures that were covered in gold leaf paper that was kind of floating in the breeze. I've never seen anything like it before. I guess my experience at the festival was truly this duality in between the more spiritual and contemplative nature with the bright colors and the poppy music. I imagine that there's a similar type of duality in between a person who is native to Thailand, living in the United States, trying to integrate, assimilate, and also hold on to dual realities.